What's up, you beautiful collectors and action figure fans? It's the one and only Optibotimus coming with another video review. And on today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at the new Transformers Siege, Micromaster, Stormcloud, and Visper. Now, unlike the other figures that we've gotten so far in the Siege line, the Micromasters are on this card package. You can see a really nice image of Stormcloud and Visper there in the back, but then you have that open clamshell here that fully showcases the figure. Of course, you got the Transformers text, Siege, War for Cybertron trilogy, all that good stuff. You come around to the back of the package, and you got images of Stormcloud and Visper in the robot as well as vehicle mode, how they can actually combine and become a weapon for larger figures such as Skytride here. And it says that they're the Air Strike Patrol, but for the packaging on these guys, that's about it. So without further ado, let's get them out here and see how cool they actually are. Okay, so here we have Stormcloud and Visper open up out of their packaging and obviously in their vehicle modes. And these guys are actually really quite impressive. I mean, the Deluxe and Voyager figures have really been blowing me away. And I honestly kind of didn't expect too much with these little dudes. Taking a look first at Stormcloud, as you can see, well, both of them are jets. He's a little bit more of a kind of fighter jet. This one kind of looks more like a stealth sort of fighter, I guess. I don't really know anything about jets, but you can see really nice color on here. You got some purple, you got some black, nice silver paint thrown on there. So it is nice to see that they're still continuing on with some good paint applications. I mean, you even see like the thrusters here and the little back sections and front sections of the wings have been painted in addition to the little black section around the edge of the wings right here. I mean, really, overall, pretty impressive. They're small though. I mean, as you can see by my hand, I guess, pretty small figures. Like I said, they are the kind of the Micromasters of, or I should say that like the old Target Masters, but they're called Micromasters now. To transform them, very simple, but actually pretty involved. You want to lift up these wings and separate them from the lower section here. We're going to bring these down all the way and then rotate them. Just get that there. Well, let's see. I get that there. Good. We'll pull his leg off. That pops off kind of consistently on mine, so do be careful with that. And then take this piece and hinge this back like so. Kind of straighten out the legs a little bit more. Rotate these arms down and around, down and around. Now you can take these wings, I mean, you collapse this as much as you really want to. You can take these wings and you can have them completely straight out like that. You can bring them all the way back like so. I kind of like leaving them on an angle like that, but there you have Stormcloud. And again, really quite impressive little figure here. Very happy with how he turned out. You got some more paint applications. You see a little bit more silver there. You got this neon green for his face. I really like the way that both of these guys have turned out. So setting him there, and then taking a look at Visper. Again, like I said, he's kind of like a stealth sort of looking jet, maybe like an SR-71 or something like that, but again, pretty tiny, but still real nice paint applications, mostly black. You got some red thrown out there, but oh, you can even see like a little Decepticon logo on the side. He had that as well on the side of his fuselage, which was pretty cool. But overall, again, very simple, but still really very nice. For his transformation, flip this around and then kind of pull these wings back as well. That kind of loosens everything up. Lift this up like that, and this whole back section, oh well, the legs definitely do pop out a little bit easier than I would like them to. The ball joints, but I mean, you can have them detached fairly easily, I guess. And take this whole section, rotate this back and up along the back, then take the feet, point the feet, and there you have Visper. And then again, you get a little bit more of that color from the body, well, underside of the body, mostly in this purple. But again, like you look on the side here, nice added red paint right there along the side. I mean, really nice. You got some nice silver paint thrown on there. Underside here has some red paint, his nice silver for the face. I mean, these guys do both look really very cool. And again, as I said, pretty surprised that they turned out to be this good. For Visper, I forgot to go over this, but for Visper's articulation, the shoulders just rotate, nothing at the elbow, that's all locked into place. But you do have a ball joint there, you do have a ball joint for his hip, although going too far forward can make the leg pop off, so just be a little bit careful when you're doing it. Kind of have to go on an angle, but because it is a ball joint, you get a little bit of rotation there. You get a bend at the knee. As you can see, that's got a nice little hinge on there, so you can bend that, which is cool. And then the feet down here are also articulated a little bit, or I guess the toe is, so that's cool. Now for Storm Cloud, he gets a little bit more articulation. Again, nothing in the head, but the shoulders here are articulated, and then you can see that mostly because of the transformation, you do get an elbow joint. I love how his hands are these cannons, which look really very cool on him. Legs are basically the same, though. You got a ball joint there, and then you have a hinge. So decent level of articulation in these little dudes that does create for kind of some fun play with them. I know that it doesn't seem like much, but quite impressive. Now, as I said, these guys can be combined to make a weapon. So first what we're going to do is basically go back to the vehicle mode here. Bring these wings down, bring this up. We're going to rotate these out, and then, oh no, rotate that around, and then bend this. This part here can get a little bit tricky to see everything lining up, but you have a little tab section on the underside of the wing that locks in. Oh, this has to fold all the way up like that. There we go. Get that up and along in there. Hopefully you can see that, because I made a rookie mistake looking at the toy and not the figure. So again, bend this down, and then you got to tab that in underneath there. So again, rotate that, and yeah, see, that pops out. It's not that good to be doing that, but it is a little bit tricky to kind of do that. So rotate, there we go. If you go one way, it'll detach the whole thing, so just be careful when you're doing it, and then tab that in like that. Now to go right back to the jet mode, you're just going to take this and fold that down, but you want to leave this up just like so. So you have that done. Now Visper here just completely goes back to his jet mode. Take these little feet, point those, kind of just hold that together, and then this whole section here hinges down and then slots up in there like that. These little wings are going to fold down, and then on the back side of his arm are little tabs that lock in to the wing section. So again, let's just make sure that's there. So basically you're going completely to his vehicle mode, and then all you do is you come around. I'll take the little section here, fold that, and then you connect these pieces. Well, let me see, I don't exactly recall. There we go. Come around here to the back, you got that little thruster section. Bring this together like that. And one thing that's actually neat is these wings kind of have little groove sections along here where you can see that they sort of slot in. I'm messing this piece up, so keep that together. But when you're done, there you have their what they call a circuit stream spy blade. So coming back here, you got a little handle right here that you can bring in a figure. Let me bring in Megatron. Let me angle up a little bit here, and then all you do is hold it. You got a little handle section there. So that's his little spy blade, I guess. So you can do that. It works with other figures, any ones with holes in their hands. So you can take that there. That looks a little bit too big. Honestly, if you ask me, I think it works a little bit better as a Voyager size weapon. But there you go. You do have that. So getting that out of the way. And then again, just to go back to the vehicle mode, you just pull these apart. You have that. Take this section. This is going to accordion down and sit there. Probably going to drop things, mess things up there. So let's try to keep that all lined up. I'm really, in general, very, very impressed with these little tiny dudes. I mean, yeah, there's some undercarriage and stuff, but they're still really cool looking. Okay, so while these are $10 toys, at least you get two of them. That's a plus if you ask me. Also, honestly, there's some good detail that's put into these. The paint applications look really good. The molded detail actually is pretty impressive. I mean, you can see it in both the figures. And while, yeah, the transformations really aren't that much, the fact that they went ahead and created like all these different tabs and stuff for things to lock into place securely really does impress me. And yeah, while I said that they're $10 figures, you get to $5, I don't think is all that bad, especially with what we're getting here. And again, I'm definitely impressed with what the new Transformers Siege line has been sending to us. I know I've said it in other videos, but it feels like with each new generation style line, Hasbro is really upping things. And these guys are no exception. They both turned out very, very good. So, all that being said, if the Air Strike Patrol is a set that you'd like to pick up, they are available right now at various retailers. Or as always, there's Big Bad Toy Store. For that, I'll put a link down in the video description where you'll go to BBTS and you can check out availability on these guys as well as the rest of the wide range of Transformer figures. But beyond that, guys, that's about it. Remember, if you like this video, I would really appreciate your support simply by hitting that thumbs up button. It actually does go a long way towards helping me out, and I would really appreciate it. And a huge thank you if you made it all the way to the end of this review. Another way that you can really help support my channel is making sure that you watch a video all the way through. And if you did that, thank you. Also, a huge shout out to all of my patrons, who through their continued support now more than ever help to make reviews like this possible. And if you'd like information on how you can become a patron and help support my content, feel free to check out my Patreon page at patreon.com/Optibotimus. And finally, remember, the real trouble with the world is too many people grow up. Thank you for watching and taking the time to be a kid.
You got